Here are some reasons why INFJs often face silent criticism, even when they may not fully understand or detect it right away. 1. They're naturally different. INFJs make up less than 2% of the population. Being rare means they naturally stand out, not always in ways others understand or appreciate. This difference alone can provoke subtle judgment. 2. Deep thinkers in a surface-level world. They crave meaning and depth, but many social environments are dominated by small talk and superficiality. Others may see this depth as too intense or unnecessary, leading to quiet judgment. 3. Mysterious aura. INFJs are private and tend to keep their true selves hidden. This mystique can be misread as arrogance, aloofness, or manipulation, inviting suspicion or silent criticism. 4. They sense emotions others ignore. INFJs pick up on emotional undercurrents that others miss. Their insights can feel invasive or unsettling to those who prefer emotional ignorance, sparking discomfort. 5. Quiet idealism. They have a strong inner compass and dreams for a better world, but they rarely force those ideals on others. People may silently scoff at these values as naive or unrealistic. 6. They challenge the status quo. Though gentle, INFJs often question norms and advocate for change. This can subtly threaten more traditional or rigid personalities, especially in workplaces or family systems. 7. Deep empathy can be misunderstood. Some mistake INFJs' compassion for being overly sensitive or weak. Others may feel judged by the INFJ's emotional intelligence, even if that judgment is never spoken. 8. They often see through people. Without trying, INFJs may sense ulterior motives or unspoken truths. This can be intimidating, even if they don't voice what they perceive, leading others to feel exposed. 9. INFJs are selective with connections. They don't bond with everyone. Their discernment can be interpreted as snobbery or rejection, even when it's just emotional self-preservation. 10. Introspective to a fault. They often appear lost in thought or withdrawn, which some people misread as disinterest or judgment, resulting in subtle social exclusion or critique. 11. They're natural counselors. Others may project their insecurities onto INFJs because they feel seen or analyzed. This can breed resentment, especially when INFJs offer advice that hits too close to home. 12. They avoid confrontation. Because INFJs avoid conflict, others may feel free to criticize them silently, assuming they won't defend themselves or even notice. 13. They are slow to open up. In fast-paced social settings, their reserved nature can seem cold or pretentious, prompting people to silently question their intentions. 14. Often misunderstood. Their thoughts and feelings run deep, and they often struggle to express them clearly. This misunderstanding can lead to silent judgment based on incorrect assumptions. 15. Quiet success can breed jealousy. INFJs often succeed quietly and modestly. This can make others feel insecure or competitive, especially if the INFJ's achievements seem effortless. 16. They value integrity over popularity. They won't bend their morals to fit in. People who prioritize image or social status may silently criticize the INFJ for not playing the game. 17. INFJs attract emotional projections. Others sometimes project their own issues onto INFJs, especially if the INFJ mirrors something uncomfortable back to them unconsciously. 18. They're multi-layered. INFJs are paradoxical, logical yet emotional, gentle yet strong, introverted yet people-oriented. This complexity confuses others, who prefer straightforward personality types. 19. They have old souls. Many INFJs are drawn to ideas, art, or values that are timeless or introspective. In a world driven by trends and novelty, this can seem odd or outdated. 20. Strong personal boundaries. They have hidden emotional walls, which can feel like rejection to those who want instant closeness. Rather than admit hurt, some respond with quiet criticism. 21. They work behind the scenes. Their preference for low-profile work can make them undervalued or ignored in group settings, leading to subtle disrespect or dismissal. 22. Others expect them to always be kind. Because INFJs are typically compassionate, people can be silently critical when they show assertiveness, boundaries, or even irritation, perceiving it as hypocrisy. 23. They're too deep for some conversations. In casual or shallow social settings, their depth may feel like overthinking or even awkwardness to others, prompting internal judgment or discomfort. 24. They're often the mirror. INFJs reflect others' inner states without realizing it. If someone is insecure, the INFJ's calm self-awareness might provoke silent dislike without cause. 25. Their growth triggers insecurity. Many INFJs are focused on growth, healing, and purpose. Those not on that path may feel silently judged or left behind, even if the INFJ isn't judging anyone. 26. They resist social conditioning. INFJs tend to question societal norms, traditional roles, and groupthink. This resistance can be unsettling to those who blindly follow the rules, resulting in subtle pushback or silent ridicule. 27. They often know things without proof. Their introverted intuition, gives them gut feelings or insights they can't always explain logically. Others might silently criticize this as irrational, even though INFJs are often right. 28. Emotional honesty makes others uncomfortable. They speak honestly about emotions and pain, which many people aren't ready to face, especially in cultures or communities that suppress emotional openness. 29. They notice inconsistencies. INFJs are naturally good at picking up contradictions in others' words and actions. Even if they don't call them out, people feel seen and may silently resent it. 30. They're hard to manipulate. Their insight and inner strength make them difficult targets for manipulation. People who rely on control or power games may silently dislike or envy the INFJ's resistance. 31. Not easily impressed. INFJs aren't drawn to flashiness or status. They value authenticity. Those who seek external validation may feel slighted or insecure around them. 32. Strong moral compass. They have unwavering values, and they'll quietly hold people and themselves to high ethical standards. This can be intimidating to those who prefer moral flexibility. 33. Others feel emotionally exposed. Being around an INFJ can be like standing in front of an emotional mirror. If someone is hiding parts of themselves, they might feel uncomfortable and critical without understanding why. 34. They don't belong to a tribe. INFJs often move between social groups without fully identifying with any one group. People may silently judge them for not fully conforming or committing. 35. Their self-awareness highlights others' lack of it. INFJs work hard on self-understanding and growth. This can unconsciously highlight other people's denial, stagnation, or avoidance, triggering criticism. 36. They struggle to be understood. When INFJs express their layered thoughts or dreams, people may misinterpret them. That misunderstanding sometimes turns into silent judgment or dismissal. 37. Too calm in a chaotic world. Their composed nature can seem odd in high drama or reactive environments. Others might think they're unemotional or detached, even when they're deeply feeling inside. 38. Subtle but strong. INFJs have an inner resilience and strength that isn't loud or flashy. Some people resent that quiet power because it challenges the notion that strength must be visible or aggressive. 39. They ask why. Too often, in environments where hierarchy or tradition rules, asking why could be seen as rebellious or unnecessary, even if it comes from genuine curiosity. 40. They often see the bigger picture. While others focus on immediate details, INFJs think long-term and symbolically. This zoomed-out perspective can make them feel alien or too philosophical in practical spaces. 41. Romanticized or stereotyped. Because INFJs are rare and often idealized online, people may expect them to be perfect. When they're human, as they should be, others may silently criticize them for not living up to the INFJ mystic image. 42. Emotionally intense, but emotionally reserved. They feel deeply, yet often appear stoic. This contradiction can confuse people who expect emotional consistency resulting in misjudgment or quiet criticism. 43. Often overlooked. They don't clamor for attention, so in competitive or loud environments, they might be ignored or underestimated, which can lead to being silently criticized as not doing enough. 44. INFJ authenticity feels like a threat. In a world full of masks and facades, the INFJ's realness can make others uncomfortable. It threatens the social equilibrium where surface appearances are valued more than substance. 45. They don't seek validation. Because they're internally driven, they don't chase approval. This can offend those who base their self-worth on being needed, admired, or obeyed. 46. They're rarely fully known. Even those close to INFJs may feel there's always more beneath the surface. That elusiveness can create insecurity or suspicion, resulting in quiet judgment. 47. They process things slowly and deeply. In a fast-paced world, taking time to reflect can be misunderstood as indecision, disinterest, or passivity, leading to subtle criticism. 48. They're not easily controlled. Even if they're soft-spoken, INFJs have a strong will. People who thrive on dominance may quietly criticize them for not falling in line. 49. They can outgrow relationships. As INFJs grow internally, they sometimes drift away from people who no longer align with their values. This distancing can provoke silent judgment, especially if others feel abandoned. 50. They bring out truth without trying. Just by existing as who they are, authentic, intuitive, feeling, observant, INFJs often stir truths in others that they'd rather keep hidden. This alone is enough to trigger silent criticism. In a nutshell, being misunderstood, envied, or misread is unfortunately part of the INFJ journey. Not because they are flawed, but because their presence and personality awaken parts of others they may not be ready to confront.